Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to my Dark Souls video walkthrough. We're now going to be making our way to Duke's Archive, and the best way to do that is to warp to Anor Londo Bonfire and make your way to the left, which is the area I'm going to right now. So in this room here, if you've not ventured in, there's usually a Mimic, and I think it's a Crystal Halberd, and a couple of Knights, but you don't have to fight these guys. I'm not even sure why I'm aggroing them. I do enjoy fighting them, because the more you fight enemies on Dark Souls, the better you get at killing that desired enemy, but you can completely avoid these. And I've got myself into a bit of bother here, because they're both in tandem, and whenever an enemy as big and with as wide a range as this gets together with a buddy, you can be in some serious trouble. So you'll notice I'm timing my rolls so that he doesn't do damage to me, and then maximising on the counters. There we go. I see his buddy swinging his lance, and he catches me with what looks like a bit of a bullshit area of effect. All of the lances have this, it's just something you've got to bear in mind. And yeah, pointless fight that I could have skipped. And there's only one fight that's even remotely close to mandatory, and this is this one round the corner on here. This guy, because he's blocking the entrance. But you can hit him with spells, or you can cheap shot him before he activates. It's entirely up to you. But this is an area that is, on paper, kind of cool, but in reality, one of the lesser areas of the game for me personally, because I thought this was going to be really cool. I thought it was going to be going to a library of, you know, a maze of stacks and books and shelves and things, and it's really two really big vaulted rooms with a couple of books in them and a couple of really annoying crystal golem enemy guys, and that's pretty much it. So as cool as it could have been, it just turns into an average affair with some extremely damaging enemies, and I thought it was going to be more fun than it was. But don't let my negativity, you know, affect you. You might love it. I'm just personally not of the... I don't think it's a good area. Could have been better. This is another one of the armoured tusk guys we've fought before. This time, though, he has an armoured asshole, so it's much more difficult to stick it in him, so to speak. And he's a lot more stronger, so he does a lot of damage. So what I do here is I two-hand my weapon, I lure him into an attack, and then I hit him while he's recovering. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat. What you want to be careful of is that he does not need too much distance to charge you, and that was me realising that I'd let him get too much. And that's what he does, and you can get unlucky on that hit, and he'll rush through you, he'll hit you into a wall, and he can insta-kill you. He can take all your stamina, all your life. It does seem to be random how many hits he gets. But when he's dead, there's one more on this next corner that you need to watch out for. You should be seeing him in a moment. There he is. So this is awkward as well, because he can attack you around the corner, which is bullshit. He can actually do the swing of his tusks through the walls, which you want to be real careful. I'm trying to get his attention so that he comes for me. There he is. Could have got a couple of cheap hits in then while his pathing was, you know, desiring which way it wanted to go. He jumps back, he's probably going to charge. Yep, he does like the thrust charge, catches me out, which is sloppy on my part. But one thing I will say, once again, if you do have pyromancy and you've got things like fireballs, they do some sweet damage against those guys, and once you've killed them both, there is a complimentary bonfire. But another reason I don't like this area is you have to die, unless you're extremely good at doing finicky shortcuts. Which I'm not, I'm terrible. But this is an area that coming in with a Ring of Sacrifice is really useful. But move over to the lever, and this elevator actually leads to quite possibly the hardest part of the Duke's Archive, which is this very first entrance. There's a lot of crystal golems waiting to ambush you, there's a couple of archers, there's a channeler that's going to buff them, and the buffed golems do so much damage. Here's the first one, gets a jump attack on me. Like I said, this is an area where this weapon's really going to let me down because of its slow speed and the fact that it doesn't hit multiple enemies all that well. But a good technique here is to actually kite the enemies and run. You can run past them all. One of the best pieces of equipment for the Duke's Archive, especially when you're up on the balconies and things, is the fog ring. And to get a fog ring, you need to trade, I think it's... You need to trade something with Snuggly to get one, or you can join the Forest Covenant and level it up by killing invaders. and they'll give you a complimentary fog ring. Any enemy that glows like that they look like they've got a blue aura, you know, some Super Saiyan shit's going down, if he hits you, he's going to hit significantly harder. He's going to full on, there you go. That is what, 3 times as much as he did originally from the jump attack. That's how deadly they are. And you want to be careful because the channeler can keep buffing them, and if he buffs the archers, they do so much damage it's not even funny. But once these guys are dead, the best way to get through the next room is to just run it. You can take your time killing each enemy, it's entirely up to you, but the way that I would advise is to just skip it, because we're going to be coming back here pretty shortly, and you're going to have to kill them all again because you're gonna have rested at a bonfire. So I like to just run, as there's a crazy floating book there that I just passed. He gets a bullshit hit on me through the stairs. I tried to hit him back and then the stairs cock blocks me. It's nice to see that it's a biased piece of staircase. There's a backstab for that guy's trouble, and I'm probably going to do a heavy hit to kill this dude. Yeah, there's the heavy strike. But from here, you should heal up and then just run up the stairs past both the archers and get to the switch. I'm not too sure when I'm playing it. I'm still low life. I should have healed more, so an interesting moment for me. Here we go. So run up here, run past the archer, run up to your right, run past this guy. You'll notice I have my shield up just in case anybody starts doing jump attacks, and then hit this lever, and there's an archer to your left that I just looked at. He can hit you if you're not careful, but you should be okay. All that's left now is a crystal soldier guy who's not an NPC technically. He is a non-playable character, but you can't talk to him. He's like a new enemy. He's a knight made of crystal armor and shit. And he's got a pretty heavy sword, and he can do a lot of damage. He can also parry you, so be very careful, because I've been parried by this guy a couple times. And the best way to kill him is apparently not to hit him with Great Combustion, because he's evading it like a champion, but 2 spams and he's dead. Get ready on these stairs, there's a crystal lizard. I completely forgot about him, and the camera's not too great, so he's bang on top of me, I'm like, get the crystal lizard! And I do clean him up, but yeah, surprised the hell out of me, that dude. And then his body's dancing, his body's break dancing, so I'm not too sure if he's dead, even though I got his stuff. And then you just run up here to the fog door, and here's Seath the Scaleless. So this is a bullshit dragon that I really don't like, and this is a fight you're supposed to lose, which I thought we were past that. When I think of stuff like this, I always think of Breath of Fire, because there's a couple in that you're not supposed to win, and I used to hate stuff like that, because I'd try my best to win, and you're just not supposed to. Although if you do know the shortcut, you can skip this area completely, but it's really difficult to do. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next segment of the Duke's Archives, and you take care now.